अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाजरीन, वेलकम टू दिस स्पेशल शो कॉल शेफ स्पेशल, जहां मेरे साथ एक वीआईपी गेस्ट हैं हमारे यूएस काउंसिल जनरल हैं मिस्टर रॉब सिल्वरस्टाइन, और उनको हम करते हैं वेलकम अपने शो में। उनके साथ हम मज़ेदार सी रेसिपीज़ बनाएंगे चूँकि आज है थैंक्सगिविंग का त्यौहार। वेलकम टू आवर शो।
Thank you, Zarnak, so much.
How are you? Welcome to Pakistan.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are here on this special Thanksgiving event today.
Yes.
So why don't you tell our viewers something about this family get-together event?
Well, you said it just right. So for me, Thanksgiving is all about family. And I think you'll see, for those who have been to the United States, it'll come as no surprise that Thanksgiving is about traveling to family, and everybody just gets in their cars, they go to the airport, and the whole purpose is to go, even more than Christmas, to go and just be with families. You'll see these large gatherings, 50, 100 people.
So basically it is like Eid, because in our country, on the occasion of Eid, twice a year, we always have a lot of people coming in and there's food all over, and you know. So we are doing something today which is a mixture of our tradition and yours.
I love hearing that.
So we are doing, instead of the usual turkey, I would like to tell my audience that you are going to make something called smashed potatoes, which has a story of its own, which we will tell our audience later. Okay. And you're doing some carrots.
Yes.
Yes. And then I'm going to be making something for you. In fact, you'll be helping me out. Make some lovely spicy chicken biryani.
Yum.
I hope you've had biryani before.
I love biryani.
You love it, okay. Spicy or medium spicy?
Make it as spicy as you want.
The spiciest, okay. Better be ready then. And we are going to do something else called halwa. You know halwa puri? Have you had it?
I've had halwa plenty of times. Delicious.
Okay. Semolina, we use semolina and we make halwa out of that, and that is a special technique, and I'm going to teach you the secret.
All right, so I'm going to try my best.
Yes, and I'll help you out, so don't worry.
All right.
Because you see, on Thanksgiving, you do have certain desserts and sweets, do you?
Oh yeah,
what?
So there's pecan pie, and some people will do an apple pie. Okay. A lot of different kinds of rich sweets after the big turkey, and after the potatoes and the carrots, and all sorts of dishes. It's in a tremendous feast.
Okay, so halwa is associated with breakfast, because we Pakistanis like to have huge breakfasts, heavy ones, you know. So we are going to have halwa puri. You can have it for breakfast, you can have it as a dessert as well. So there's some puri which we'll fry, and halwa we'll make, and so the chicken biryani as well. So do you want to get started in the kitchen?
Let's do it.
Yes, come on. There's your apron.
Thank you. All right, let's see if I could do this. Normally I don't cook with an apron, so.
Well, I've worn one in your honor, so.
You may have to help me with tying the back.
Yes, sure. Okay, yeah.
How do I look?
Great.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got the carrot dish here.
Yes.
And if you could just explain to our audience what all goes in here.
So it's very simple. It's pan-roasted carrots. It's a dish that you could make with these ingredients. You could spice it up in different ways. If you want to add a little bit of garam masala or curry powder to it at the end to make it a little bit more, can I say desi? Or
desi, oh, so you do know a few desi words.
Just a little bit, a little bit.
You've lived in the region, I believe. You've lived in India.
Yeah.
And you've been traveling with this job, so.
27 years.
Oh, wow.
So, but it's great to be here, and it's great to do this and to try and make a little bit of my home cooking here for you.
Have you tried any Pakistani food since the past 2-3 months you've been here in our country?
Oh God, yeah. So I've been to a number of restaurants. I've been and had puri. I've had, you know, butter chicken, all sorts of different kinds of kormas.
Oh my God.
So
okay.
Fabulous stuff. Okay. But anyway, so
let's start.
It's a very simple carrot dish. It involves butter. You could use a little bit of oil if you want, salt, some herbs. And a little bit of honey. Heat up the skillet. Thank you.
What is your favorite cuisine since you've traveled all over the world?
Oh my God. I love spicy food.
Okay.
So that's why I love Pakistani cuisine. I love Thai cuisine, Mexican actually.
Okay. All the spices.
But for me, food is love, food is family. So it has less to do with the type of cuisine than it does just being good and tasty in a good atmosphere with good people.
Cooking is my passion and I find it very therapeutic.
Add the butter and let that melt.
Okay.
So I've always been criticized when I cook for being a messy cook. So my wife used to complain that the food I cooked was decent, but that the mess, so she was debating whether or not it was worthwhile. So I've tried to be better as I've gotten older. All right, so once the butter is melted, we just add the carrots.
Okay.
So make sure that they're nicely coated. You can spread them out. And now this is going to take, well, these are cut a little small. You can cut them a little thicker.
Okay.
You're just going to have to watch it by eye, but essentially you just want them to get brown and caramelized and kind of shrivel up a little bit so they're nice and...
So, you know, to speed that up, you could add a tablespoon of brown sugar.
Okay, so we will do that, but I'm going to add a little salt to try and do the same thing, and we'll add the brown sugar.
No, we don't have brown sugar, so forget it. We have the honey.
All right.
I just said that just to say that. But since we've got the honey, we can't add the brown sugar and the honey because we've got no brown sugar in the recipe, so...
So you could substitute brown sugar if you wanted for honey.
Yeah.
Depends what you have on hand.
Yeah, yeah.
But the idea is at the end, you just use the honey to bring out a little bit more of the sweetness.
Yeah. And also add to the gooiness of the, the dish.
Yeah. So
what do you serve these mashed potatoes and these carrots with? The turkey?
So the carrots you could do, so a traditional dish that people use in America for Thanksgiving as an accompaniment for turkey is yams, so sweet potato.
How do you cook those?
You can cook them down, put them in a different kind of a pie or in a yam pie, sweet potato pie. Okay. You could put it in a casserole. A lot of people do that. I don't know if people will know here what marshmallows are.
Yeah. I've made them on my show.
Oh, well, in that case, everybody knows.
You can imagine that we do a lot of things from scratch here.
Yeah. So marshmallow, and then they roast that. So I like sweet potatoes just baked in the oven like a baked potato.
Okay.
And then you just peel off the skin and you eat that.
You can put some lemon on it.
You can.
Yeah, we've got, you know, the roadside food stalls have huge baked sweet potatoes, and then you cut them and you put lemon juice and you have them.
So there's sweet potato here in Pakistan?
Yeah, but a different one, not the orange one that you get in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to try that.
Yeah.
So you see that some of them are starting to get a little brown. So it's just a question now of patience.
Okay.
So if we were cooking for lots of, so I was going to say, instead of yams, if you don't like it that sweet, you could substitute carrots.
Okay.
But I've also cooked these carrots with the potatoes and served it with steak.
Okay.
It's just a nice all-around
Okay, now what we
dish.
need to do is we need to go on a short break. So while the carrots are cooking, we'll take a short commercial break on our show. Is that fine with you?
Let her rip.
तो नाज़रीन हम एक छोटी सी ब्रेक की तरफ चलते हैं. आप कहीं मत जाइएगा, हमारे साथ रहिए और देखते रहिए स्पेशल शो विद द CG. जी, welcome back to this special show with the CG of United States. रॉब सिल्बरस्टाइन और रॉब जो हैं वो गाजर बनाना सिखा रहे हैं हमें, glazed carrots जो हैं. So सबसे पहले हमने मक्खन लिया था, उसमें गाजर डाल दिए थे, थोड़ा सा नमक डाला था. इस तरह इनको ब्राउन करना अपने ज़रूरी है, ठीक है? Now what we'll add?
So I'll add a little bit of thyme.
ठीक है, okay, thyme.
if
You do know a few Urdu words like theek hai, pani,
TK Pani, that's
acha.
right.
What else?
Well, shukriya, of
Shukriya.
course, and salam alaikum.
Yes, very good.
But I need to learn a lot more. But I'm here for 2 years,
Okay.
so you were going to tell me how you learned how to cook.
Oh, I learned how to cook out of necessity actually, because my mother, both my parents used to work and I'm an only child. So I had to learn how to cook to feed myself.
Wow.
So that's how, as soon as I could reach the stove, I started doing things. And the school I went to, it was an all-girls school, so we had cooking as a subject. And my passion developed from there. And then when I traveled abroad or lived abroad with my husband, then obviously I started cooking to feed myself. And that's how it started.
So I learned to cook with my grandmother,
Okay.
who was a very good cook. So I'm just going to add a little bit of honey.
Okay.
If you want, if you have brown sugar, you could add brown sugar. That's good as well.
Okay.
And if you had some garam masala and you wanted to substitute
Desi touch.
the desi touch,
Okay.
it would actually go really nicely. And then all you need to do is here you need to make sure that it doesn't burn because of the sugar.
Yeah, because the honey will burn.
Yeah.
Do you want some lemon zest? Should I put some in or not?
I'm not going to do it this
No?
time.
Okay, okay.
But if you want, you could add a little bit of lemon zest. Just try, experiment, do different things with it. And it's a fun dish as a good base, and then you build up your flavors.
So we are ready to plate up the carrots.
We are.
Here you go.
Thank you. Voila. Yeah, we have to make it pretty.
Yeah. So. So we are done with the first dish.
And we're done with the first dish.
Yeah. Now I'll teach you how to make halwa.
All right.
Okay? Yeah?
Excellent.
So Rob, I'm going to teach you a special secret technique of making halwa.
Well, that would be, any technique for me would be a secret technique
No, this
of
is a
halwa,
secret.
because
You know why? Because lots of people make halwa, but what they do is they mess up with the quantity of the water, the proportion of the water. And what you need to do is you need to measure the water. So to measure the water, we will add 5 cups of water. Okay? We need 5 cups of water. Are you counting?
so not super exact.
Well, 5. And we'll add 3 cups of sugar.
Wow, okay.
Now you know it's very sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
We like our desi sweets very sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 3 cups of sugar with 5 cups of water, and what you need to do is you need to boil this.
So that would be, is that jaggery?
No,
Or
it's white sugar.
White
it's white
sugar.
sugar.
Okay.
We don't need we don't add jaggery in halwa. We add
okay.
white sugar.
White sugar,
So you can add the castor sugar, you can add this granulated sugar, you can add any sugar. But we need to make a shira. A shira means a sugar syrup.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So what we do is we just cook the sugar with the water and let this dissolve. Once the sugar dissolves, we put it aside. Meanwhile, what we do is...
Can I ask, could you flavor the water? So
No,
if you
we
want
will flavor it later.
Later?
Yeah,
Okay.
we will. This is kevra water. Yeah, screw pine is a shrub. I've seen it in Thailand. I don't know where else it grows. I've seen how they take out the essence and the water from that shrub. But this is like light because it's water.
Yeah.
If you want a stronger flavor, then you use essence. So we are going to flavor our halwa today with this screw pine water.
And you could just buy this
Yes,
anywhere?
yes, it's available everywhere in bottles.
And what's it called in
Kevra.
Urdu? Kevra.
Kevra water.
All right, I'm going to have to remember
so
that.
This is the typical flavor in halwas, in biryanis, you know, which makes it different from what the others can make. So this is going to go in here.
Wow.
Okay, so now what we do is we take a bigger pan, I think something like this. We put some clarified butter or ghee or butter, whatever you want to use, and we'll melt this. Once this is melted, we'll put about 250 grams of semolina or suji, because this halwa is made out of suji, and we'll saute it. Okay?
All right. So when I was married, my wife would do all the baking, and I would do a lot of the cooking, and that
Okay.
was the division of labor.
Oh,
So
okay. I love to bake. I started as a chocolatier.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Wow.
I wanted to make all sorts of different fillings and chocolates. And then I went into desserts and food, and that's how I've been here for the past 8 years doing my show. It's called Food Diaries.
You see, so this to me seems more like a baking thing
it's not
than a
baked.
cooking thing.
No,
No,
no.
but it's just that, you know, you have to have a little bit of precision in terms of ingredients. Because I
yes.
like free-form cooking.
Yes, free form will do the biryani.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll do that. So now while the sugar and water is being dissolved here, okay, the clarified butter or ghee has melted. So we
Okay.
add the semolina.
So you're toasting the semolina and
Yeah. Will you help me?
Uh-huh. Do you have to keep on stirring? Is it like a risotto?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Can I be the assistant chef today?
You're very kind. So does it have to brown, or does it just have to...
light.
Light brown,
Yeah.
okay.
And we'll add green cardamoms.
You don't crush them, you just put them in
Oh,
whole.
you can, but somehow I don't like the seeds in my mouth. So I just want the flavor. Okay?
And they're raw, or are they toasted before?
No, they're not toasted, they're raw. Okay, now what we'll do is, once this is toasted, so you've been here for like past 2-3 months. You've eaten out
A fair amount, yeah.
Pakistani food.
Yeah.
What have you liked so far?
So I've been to this one restaurant called Canteen Express.
Oh, you've been there.
And they have got great puri and great street food and great curries. It's a really cool ambiance.
Yeah, very nice, yeah.
So that's been fun.
Okay.
I've been, actually, one of the things that has amazed me about Karachi is how much great international food there is.
Yes, we do,
So I'm from New York City.
Oh, okay.
So
The city
we're-
that never sleeps.
like Karachi.
Well, Karachi never sleeps either.
So I like saying that I'm from America's Karachi. You know, New Yorkers are very particular about their pizza. There's this great rivalry between New York and Chicago, Boston, who has the best pizza. So I think New York does.
Okay.
But there is really awesome pizza here in Karachi.
Yes.
That is just like
True.
a, you know, American New York pizzeria. So I was there just the other night with a bunch of friends.
Okay.
There's very good French food.
Yes, very
It's
good French food. Yes, absolutely correct.
It has really amazed me I just was not expecting that level of kind of food variety here in Karachi.
Yes, lots of things have now opened up. Okay, now that the suji or the semolina has roasted, what we need to do is we need to add all of this.
Oh my God.
It looks a lot.
And you just pour it in like that. I'm standing back.
Yes, please. We'll add a bit of color because you know halwa is supposed to be yellow in color,
Yeah. So is that just
normal food color.
food coloring?
And you'll feel that there's a lot of liquid right now.
Yeah.
What you need to do is you need to put a lid on this and just let it simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah, and then you do not open the lid for the next 15 minutes.
Oh, so you...
It'll absorb, you see, and the halwa will be ready. You can make this for your breakfast tomorrow.
When do you put in the screw pine juice?
Essence or water. Yes, here it goes in, your favorite. You've been asking for it. And when we'll decorate it and serve it to you with puris, we'll put some badam pista on it. You know, badam and pista?
Uh-huh.
Almonds and pistachios.
Almonds and pistachios,
Yes. Now, are you going to time it, please, for me?
yeah. I could
Yes.
try.
ओके सो 3 मिनट नाजरीन हम ये हलवा रख देंगे और फिर उसके बाद हम 15 मिनट तक इसका ढक्कन नहीं हटाएंगे बिकॉज अगर ढक्कन हटा दिया ना तो फिर ज़्यादा इवेपोरेट हो जाएगा फिर हम बादाम पिस्ते के साथ सजा के पूरियाँ गरम गरम तलेंगे और इनको हम पेश करेंगे आई जस्ट टोल्ड माई ऑडियंस दैट वी आर गोइंग टू सर्व यू दिस विद हॉट just fried puris.
Cool.
Okay, so we are done with the halwa now. We'll just forget about it for the next 3 minutes while we take a short commercial break.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to go on a break today?
Where
You want to try and look in the camera and say, I'll take a break?
Let's take a break while this thing cooks.
Excellent. Okay, we'll take a break. वेलकम बैक। आप देख रहे हैं स्पेशल शो। जो मेरे साथ यहाँ स्पेशल हमारे गेस्ट हैं, यूएस काउंसिल जनरल हैं कराची में, थोड़े अरसे से हमारे साथ ये यहाँ हैं और इन्होंने बहुत ही मज़ेदार से कैरेट्स तो बना दिए हैं। अब सूजी का हलवा भी रेडी है, अब उनको दिखाते हैं। यू वांट टू सी दिस?
I do.
You thought there was a lot of liquid.
I did.
And it wouldn't be absorbed. So our halwa is ready.
That's pretty amazing.
Okay, so all that lovely sugar syrup has absorbed, and we'll keep the lid on for another few minutes again.
And then eventually you put
and then what I'll do is, you know what I'll do? I'll put it in my dish. This is very typical Pakistani work. You know, this blue and white pottery.
Interesting.
And we've also got these so that we could take out our food in this. What we'll do is we'll take this out later on.
Okay.
And we'll put almonds and pistachios on it and serve it to you with some hot fried puris.
Cool.
I hope your mouth is watering now.
It is.
Okay, let's start with your recipe now of the smashed potatoes.
Smashed potatoes.
So नाज़रीन, ये mashed potato नहीं है, ये smashed potato है और इसकी जो कहानी है ये रॉब साहब खुद ही आपको बताएंगे. So why don't you tell us the story behind this?
All right, well, I can't say that this is my recipe or that the carrots is my recipe, but like I told you, I think that food is love, and the story behind these potatoes goes to that idea of love. So I had a family tragedy about 2 years ago. My wife of 25 years, she passed away from cancer about 2 years ago.
So sorry.
And it was an incredibly difficult time for myself and the family, and of course for Lorna. But about 6 or 7 months later, after I was thinking about returning to a more normal life, I said, I love to cook. Let me just have a couple of friends over for dinner. And so there was 2 work colleagues, 2 women who I had worked with over the years, both diplomats. So I was thinking about the menu to make, and I said, I'll make smashed potatoes because they're very yummy. I was making steak, so it went with the steak, and I made the carrots actually.
Okay.
And actually both ladies, when I served it, absolutely loved the potatoes. One in particular ate about 10 of them that evening. And we had a great time, and I started thinking to myself, okay, maybe I call her up and ask her out for a date. I hadn't asked anybody out for a date in 30 years since I started dating my late wife. And I wrote her, and she said yes. And part of the reason I think that, and I should say that Kim and I are now engaged to be married. We'll be married, thank you, next September.
Oh, very good.
And I think that part of the reason that we are together is because of the food and because of the smashed potatoes. So I want to make that for you today.
Okay, so the romantic recipe is on our show today.
I don't know how romantic it is, but it's good. And if food is love, and if the route to a person's heart is through the stomach, like we say, then this is it.
Okay. तो नाज़रीन, ये पूरी कहानी जो इतनी मज़ेदार सी हमने सुनी है अंग्रेज़ी में, आप लोगों को उर्दू में भी बताते हैं कि क्या है। ये कहना ये चाहते हैं कि when he lost his wife of 25 years due to cancer, उनकी वाइफ का इंतकाल हो गया था। इनकी शादी 25 साल तक हुई थी और फिर जब इन्होंने सोचा कि चलें अब नॉर्मल लाइफ वापस शुरू कर लेते हैं, जो कि हमें करना पड़ता है जब हमें लाइफ में इस तरह के कोई ट्रेजेडीज़ अकर होती हैं, तो हमें अपना नॉर्मल रूटीन वापस से शुरू करना पड़ता है। आपने देखा है, मैंने भी किया है, बहुत सारे लोगों ने किया है। तो उसमें ये हुआ कि उन्होंने किसी को इन्वाइट किया जो इनकी कलीग थी और फिर अब मैं किस तरह ये प्रेजेंट करूं, लेकिन फिर आई थिंक आंखों आंखों में बातों बातों में कुकिंग के साथ प्यार भी हो गया तो अब उन्होंने कहा कि अब मैं किस तरह इनको अप्रोच करूं। अब सारी कहानी छोटी कर देते हैं और कहते हैं कि इनकी शादी भी होने वाली है उनके साथ अभी नेक्स्ट सितंबर में। तो वी विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट। एंड ये जो है, ये रोमांटिक सी जो रेसिपी है ना, जो स्मैश पोटैटोज़ की, ये इन्होंने उनके लिए बनाई थी। सो शी थॉट दैट यू कुड मेक अ टर्की इफ यू कुड मेक पोटैटोज़।
Exactly. Or that I'd be a good catch for some reason. Ooh. If I could cook, at least that's one part of the struggle that's taken care of.
Mission accomplished.
That's right.
Okay, now let's start explaining to our viewers what are you going to do.
All right, so in this case we weren't sure if our cooking pan was non-stick, so we put a little bit of oil on the bottom.
Okay.
And I put potatoes on strategically. So you could do this in a way, if you're frustrated, you could use your fist and smash them. Go ahead. But use a fork or a spoon,
Yes.
and then just...
अच्छा, मैं बता दूं नाजरीन कि मैंने इनको थोड़ी देर के लिए गर्म पानी में डाला था. I just put them in a little bit of hot water so that they could, not take long in our oven. Okay.
So they actually have to be fully cooked.
Okay.
Before you make this dish. So you could say that they're twice cooked potatoes.
Okay, great. And as you can see, all that liquid has been absorbed.
Nice.
And I'm going to take it out in my dish here, okay? Whilst you do that.
Yep. This will take a little bit of time.
Okay, so now the halwa is out here.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll sprinkle some pistachios and almonds. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're ready with one more recipe.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Thank you. And you must taste it before you go.
Okay, it's a date. So, we have pepper.
Okay, kali mirchi और नमक और thyme है. Thyme या rosemary. We've got this coarse salt. You're fine
great.
with it?
Yeah, actually that's what you want.
Okay.
Because
दानेदार नमक है नाजरीन, ठीक है?
Because what you want is like a nice little bit of salt crunch with the potato.
Yeah.
And then this is some rosemary.
Yes.
And just mix them all together.
काली मिर्च नमक और रोजमेरी को मिक्स कर दीजिएगा. नमक मैंने दानेदार कॉस सी सॉल्ट लिया हुआ है. आलू थोड़े से बॉईल करके रख दीजिएगा. बॉईल नहीं करने हैं तो अवन में हो जाएंगे. टाइम हो तो अवन में कर दीजिएगा. मेरी तरह टाइम नहीं हो शो पे तो आप थोड़ा सा उसको गर्म पानी में डाल के थोड़ा सा बॉईल कर दीजिएगा.
And you...
I wanted to explain to my audience the recipe so that they could also make it.
I hope they do, and
yes,
I hope that they also get love out of it. So just take some of the mixture and pour it over each of the smashed potatoes.
ये आप रोस्ट के साथ सर्व कर सकते हैं. चिकन रोस्ट हो या लेग ऑफ लैम हो या कुछ भी हो, उसके साथ आप ये आलू या गाजर सर्व कर सकते हैं. ज़रूरी नहीं है हर दफ़ा मैश पोटैटोज़ हो और ज़रूरी ये भी नहीं है कि हर दफ़ा आप उसके साथ फ्रेंच फ्राइज सर्व करें. तो ये आलू एक अलग तरीके से आपने बनाना आज सीख लिया.
So in some ways, this is like a cross between a French fry and a baked potato. You'll see at the end.
Well, okay. Okay, if you say so.
I say so.
Okay.
And you could trust me.
Yeah, distant cousins.
There you go.
भाई बहन है, आलू के भाई बहन है वो फ्रेंच फ्राइज के ये.
So now we need a spoon.
For?
We're just going to pour some of the oil over each of the potatoes. This is not a diet dish.
But this is olive oil.
It's olive oil.
Yeah, it's olive oil.
It's all good for you.
Yeah.
So just pour a little over each one so it browns.
So what mistake did those potatoes do? ओके जी नाजरीन, अब बात यह है कि इसको तो हम अवन में स्टिक इन कर देंगे और आप लोग एक छोटी सी ब्रेक की तरफ चलिए. हम क्लियर अप करेंगे चिकन बिरयानी. अगली चीज़ है जो मैं रॉब को सिखाऊंगी हमारे शो पे. तो आप कहीं मत जाइएगा, हमारे साथ रहिए और देखते रहिए ये स्पेशल शेफ शो विथ द US Consul General रॉब सिल्बरस्टाइन एंड मी ज़ारनक सिद्वा ओनली ऑन मसाला TV. जी वेलकम बैक. आप देख रहे हैं ये स्पेशल शो. सीजी हैं हमारे साथ और अब मैं उनको चिकन बिरयानी बनाना सिखाऊंगी. बनाना सिखाऊंगी नहीं, बनवाऊंगी इनसे. ओके, I just told my audience you're going to cook it for us. Okay, how's that? Okay, so now first of all, the most important thing, if it's a meat or a chicken or a fish biryani, you need to marinate the chicken. Okay, so we've got about 1.5 kilograms of chicken here. Bones pieces are better. You can also do a boneless biryani, but bones bring out
flavor.
that, and the stock as well. So what we'll do is we'll add some turmeric.
So you do dry ingredients first, and then you add the...
Makes no difference. It's all going to go in the stomach anyways. So, okay, and then red chili powder.
Okay.
And some loads of green chilies because you said you wanted it spicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could watch me sweat.
Okay, fine. And some salt. Some salt. And curd or yogurt.
Yogurt.
Dahi, okay?
So about a teaspoon of salt.
Fine, that's fine. Now what
do you
we
want
need
me to
do?
mix? No.
Yes, please mix, please. We'll heat up some oil meanwhile. or ghee or butter. We've got 2 onions here, which I've sliced, and we're going to put it here.
Saute.
And we're going to fry them brown.
Okay.
Then let me explain to you all the main ingredients. This is a very, very simple biryani. Though you saw all the ingredients and you went like, oh my God, so many things.
I went, oh my God.
Yes, but this is just the basic simple biryani that I could teach you so that you could make it tomorrow as well.
And it gets more complicated than this?
Oh, of course, loads of ingredients.
Okay.
So every biryani from different regions of the subcontinent has different recipes and techniques and ingredients. So obviously it's a long drawn out process.
Wow, okay.
And sometimes you cook chicken and then add the boiled rice, which we'll do today. It's already boiled. Or sometimes you put...
Cook together, right?
You simmer it together. Sometimes you cook it together as well. So that is kache gosht ki biryani, which means raw meat and you know. But this is going to be chicken cooked separately, and the rice has already been boiled in only water and drained. And then we'll put everything together, layer it, and we'll simmer it.
Huh.
Yeah, huh. I like that reaction. Huh. Okay, हाँ जी, अब ये तेल गरम हो चुका है, इसमें हम डालेंगे प्याज, और प्याज जाके फिर इसको हमें ब्राउन करने के लिए थोड़ी देर के लिए छोड़ देना है. ओके जी?
Hey boss, is that
Oh yes.
Is that enough?
Yes, chef.
I did good.
Thank you. Well done.
Nice.
There's some tomato puree, tomatoes, and there's cumin seeds, and there's coriander powder, green chilies chopped, green chilies whole will also go in, and all these things will go as a garnish to our biryani. The cucumbers, the tomatoes sliced, and mint will go at the end, because if I put mint beforehand, it turns black.
Yeah.
And then boiled egg. I somehow like boiled egg with my biryani, so we'll just slice it up and present it.
I don't know if I've ever had egg in my biryani before.
Well, you will learn.
It's an adventure. It's great.
It's something different. And if you can, if you want to give your chicken some time to marinate, you leave it in the fridge for about an hour or even overnight, and it gets tender very quickly, very easily, and really the flavors go in.
Excellent.
Yeah. So tell me, do you play any sports?
I do. Well, play is probably a little, a little bit of an exaggeration, but I like playing tennis, hitting the ball around.
Okay.
I used to play baseball, which is the American
Your
version
national
of
sport.
The American version of cricket.
Oh no, please. Not the American version of cricket.
So actually one of the things that I've wondered about is if you took baseball players and cricket players and you had them play both sports, what would happen?
I can't imagine that.
Yeah, either can I. You know, so, you know, having a great Pakistani cricketer go up against an American baseball, you know, a pitcher. It's our World Series now, so that's why I'm thinking. So it's the championship of the 2 best teams. And one of the 2 is actually from Washington, D.C., and is the team that I follow. Okay. But I also like American football, I like English soccer, I like all forms of soccer, but my late wife was British, so, and she comes from this one part of England near Southampton, so I actually root for the Southampton Saints.
Okay.
So.
And do you like pets?
So I have 2 dogs.
Okay.
My late wife was a veterinarian, so, and we dated for a long time, so we had cats, we had dogs, and now my 2 boys, they take care of my 2 dogs now that I'm here in Pakistan.
Okay.
So it's getting brown.
Yeah, but I need it more brown, not yet.
Wow.
I need it nice and crisp and golden brown, not black, so I'll wait a bit.
So does that become the topping?
No,
No.
This will go as the base of the curry, the gravy.
I have a lot to learn.
I can teach you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, it's,
So
it's very simple.
I've cooked all sorts of different kinds of cuisine.
What do you find the most difficult?
Actually, Pakistani or subcontinental food.
Seriously, because of the ingredients, you just get overwhelmed by the ingredients?
Yeah.
No, but if you follow the recipes to the T, they'll turn out perfect.
I tried doing it a couple times, and maybe because I told you I'm less of a baker and more of a cook, an artist kind of thing, that the idea of following instructions and
to the T and
that doesn't work for me. Because I've tried it in the past.
I just smelled the rosemary and the thyme. Okay, so in goes my ginger and garlic, chopped or smashed, or smashed is going to be the in word now.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, ginger and garlic.
It's a new Karachi trend.
Yes, the in thing. And we'll add some Small green cardamoms, not all of these, just a few. Okay. Now we'll add the cumin seeds.
So you don't grind them, they're just whole?
No, they're whole. I don't want the powder. There goes in some coriander powder, garam masala powder or allspice, whatever you want to add. Some tomato paste. This comes out from a tin. And some tomatoes. 2 or 3 tomatoes chopped.
Chopped, fresh. Could you use canned tomatoes?
You can, but we get such lovely fruits and vegetables here. I'd rather use fresh. Okay, here goes in the chicken. We marinated the chicken with yogurt and red chili powder, salt and turmeric.
It smells great.
Thank you.
It really smells great.
For
our viewers at home, it really smells great.
Well, I hope everyone's watching this special Thanksgiving show and they'll try out these Pakistani recipes out as well.
Excellent.
So, now what we'll do is, we'll put in just a little bit of water and we'll put the lid on. Okay?
About half a cup, maybe.
Where did it go? I think it's here. Okay, so we let the chicken simmer, and once the chicken is 3/4 done, we'll add the rice in another big pan. So what we'll do is, we'll put the layer of rice, half the rice, put all of this chicken, we'll put another layer of rice, and then we'll let it simmer on a tawa. You know what a tawa is?
I do not.
Like a griddle, a flat pan, something like this. And we use a bigger pan because we'll add all that rice and the chicken. So we'll transfer half the rice.
So this will be on the heat, and then this will be on top.
Yeah.
So
and then we'll
indirect heat.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll put half the rice, the chicken, and then half the rice, we'll layer it, and then we'll put it on simmer. What we call in Urdu, dum. We'll put it on dum.
Dum.
Dum, yes.
Dum.
Dum. Not dumb, dum. Okay, so we'll let the chicken cook. Break का वक्त हुआ चाहता है नाजरीन, कहीं मत जाइएगा, हमारे साथ रहिए, देखते रहिए स्पेशल शो विद CG and me on Masala TV. जी वेलकम बैक. ब्रेक से वापस आ चुके हैं और बिरयानी की जो चिकन है वो भी हमारी ऑलमोस्ट डन है, और जो रॉब ने स्मैश पोटैटोज बनाए हैं वो बिल्कुल डन है. ठीक है, तो अवन में से निकाल के थोड़ी देर रखते हैं. लेट्स टेक इट आउट.
Let's take it out.
और फिर हम आपको सिखाएंगे कि ये बिरयानी का हमें क्या करना है नेक्स्ट स्टेप.
Not too bad.
खुशबू बहुत अच्छी आ रही है. आई एम टेलिंग माय व्यूअर्स दैट आई कैन smell the aroma. It's really nice.
It smells good.
Yeah, it smells good. Okay, now I'll teach you how to layer the biryani and put it on simmer, which is actually the most important part of your biryani. So what you do is you put some grease it so that it does not stick at the bottom. So this is just plain boiled rice. Okay.
Basmati or?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. You can use kernel, basmati, sela, loads of different varieties. So you put half the rice. Okay. And then you put all the chicken. You can see that the chicken is all done.
I'll hold.
No.
I get out of the way.
Not really. I don't want you to get burnt. Okay. So you put this in a layer like this, and then don't leave out any
of the goodness.
Gravy and the masalas. You need to put everything in. Okay. Then what we do is we put some rice. The remaining of the rice goes on top. All of it. And since we don't want to waste anything, we use a spatula so we get everything out of the bowl nice and neatly. And we put it on simmer.
But you use this thing?
Yes, tawa.
Tawa.
Tawa, yes.
Tawa.
Yes. Okay, now when I put it on simmer, I'll put some mint leaves. Okay, you can put some brown onion, you can put coriander leaves, whatever you want to. And I'll put some green chilies as well. And that's it. Now, we'll put the tawa here. Here.
Whoa.
And we pick this up and we put it here. Now, the basic rule I feel for simmering your rice is when you're simmering it, first it has to be quite high. Once you see, not this high.
That's quite high.
Not this high. Then once you see little beads of water here, that means it's starting to simmer. Then you lower it. And you can then mix it all up. Your biryani is ready to serve. And we've got some cucumber slices, tomato slices, and a boiled egg, which I'll put in my decorated and just garnish it. Now I've got some yellow color, but this is some lime scented yellow color. So it'll add a nice flavor to your rice.
So could you put actual
yellow
lime
color.
or
you can put lemon juice. Yes, yes, you can. But I just want to tint half the rice yellow. So this is something which I discovered lately, which is an essence and a color as well.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah. It's called lime juice essence. So there we go. And we leave this to simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes since my chicken is fully cooked. If my chicken was half cooked, I could have left it for more time.
Well, you have to cook it.
My chicken was thoroughly cooked, fully done. So that's why I've layered the rice and the chicken here and just put it on dum. And when I'm ready to serve, I'll just mix up the rice, fluff it up, and put it on your platter for you.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So the smashed potatoes भी हो गए नाजरीन. बिरयानी हमारी दम पे चली गई है और गाजर जो इन्होंने बनाए थे, हनी ग्लेज्ड कैरेट्स जो बनाए थे वो भी रेडी हैं, पूड़ियाँ तल के आ चुकी हैं और हलवा भी रेडी है. सो आई होप आप ये रेसिपीज़ ज़रूर ट्राई करेंगे. हमारे अलावा इनकी भी रेसिपीज़ ज़रूर ट्राई करिएगा. रोस्ट के साथ ये गाजर, ये आलू बहुत मज़े के लगते हैं. लेग रोस्ट हो या इवन चिकन रोस्ट हो, सज्जी के साथ अच्छे जाएंगे. हैव यू ट्राइड सज्जी? It's a chicken which is like roasted in masalas and then deep fried.
Oh my
Full
God,
chicken.
That sounds awesome. But no, that's also a traditional.
I can give you a whole list of things you need to try whilst in Pakistan. All the food.
Excellent.
Because that's all what we do. हम तो सिर्फ खाते ही रहते हैं.
That I've noticed.
Yeah, food and food and food. Our lives are based around food. The occasions are based around food. Weddings are based around food. Loads of food everywhere.
Well, then that's another reason why we're cousins, right?
Yeah, New York City and Karachi. Both.
The United States and Pakistan.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Loads and lots of students go to the United States to study.
Yes.
And of course, loads of Pakistani restaurants are there as well. So, have you tried anything there?
So actually in New York City, on the Lower East Side, there is a neighborhood, and I don't know if they're Pakistani or they're Indian, they're subcontinental, but on 6th Street between 2nd Avenue and 1st Avenue, it's just store after store after store and restaurant after restaurant after restaurant. So I used to go there all the time when I was growing up in the city.
Okay.
And then now in Washington, there's even very high-end subcontinental food. So people are really discovering that it's not just puris and a curry, but just this wide variety of different kinds of cuisine.
Yeah, actually our gravies have been termed a curry, and there's a lot of confusion because everything that is a curry or a gravy is called a curry, which is not true because we have a lot of different things in our cuisine which are not just curries. So, you know, anything which is a gravy is called a curry. I think it's the British way of doing that.
So there is this whole layer or nuance in Pakistani cuisine that we just do not know about.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a gravy and a curry?
You need to make a base of a curry. You need to make a special masala paste, a spice paste, which goes with different things like meat and fish and chicken do not have the same gravy base. So it's like that. So someday I'll teach you how to make a curry.
All right, next time I come on the show.
Yes. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll just fluff this up. Can you see this? Your biryani is coming together.
Yeah, and it smells really great.
Oh, you can also add the kebra water in this, what I added in the halwa.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, you can. Yeah. See, some of the rice is yellow and some of it is white.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, so this is done, we are done, and I'll just take this out.
And the lemon or the lime smell really adds something to it.
Thank you. You must try it. You must try to make it. It's simple, absolutely simple. Once you get the hang of it, you can add your own spices.
So what's the difference between a biryani and a pulao?
Oh, you know about pulao as well. You're taking my test. Ah, I see. Okay. Pulao is made with stock, So what you do is you take a bouquet garni of different spices, and then you put it in water, you make a stock, and you boil the chicken or the meat in it. So when the stock that comes out of the chicken or the meat, you boil the rice in it. So it's not layered like the biryani is, and it doesn't have so many spices. Like the Afghani pulao has raisins and carrots, just like the carrots you made, something like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I like to add a bit of color to my food. So we'll do that by adding some tomatoes and cucumber sliced, and then of course the egg always goes on top of all my biryanis.
On top.
I just love a boiled egg with my biryanis. So. ओके तो नाजरीन हम वापस आ चुके हैं और खाना सारा तमाम हमारा जो थैंक्स गिविंग का स्पेशल शो हमने किया है उसका खाना यहाँ रेडी है। हलवा पूरी है, ग्लेज्ड कैरेट्स हैं, स्मैश्ड पोटैटोज हैं और चिकन बिरयानी है। सो व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू ट्राई फर्स्ट?
Biryani.
ओके प्लीज गो अहेड। Yes.
So I have to serve it?
Yes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to help myself with some potatoes.
Yeah.
You are right. It is like a French fry and a baked potato.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. Naazreen, ये recipe ज़रूर try करिएगा. You must try the halwa and the puri also.
But that would be more for dessert, right?
Okay, you can take it and have it later.
No, we could have it after I have the biryani. That's really awesome.
You know what? Next time you make these carrots, add some more honey.
Really?
So the sweetness comes out, and it's really nice. But the potatoes are just too good.
So you see, that's the difference, right? So it sounds like Pakistanis would like things a little sweeter than maybe we do.
So when you have the halwa, you'll know I put in 3 cups of sugar.
But I think so the thing with the carrots or the potatoes is you make it once and then you try it, and if you need to adjust the recipe, you adjust the recipe.
Yeah.
So that's why I said you could add some garam masala. Make it your own. That's the great thing about it. But this is amazing.
Thank you. It's time to wind up our show. Thank you so much for being a lovely guest on our channel today. I really appreciate you coming and sharing your lovely recipes on Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a great feast, and I wish everyone happy Thanksgiving from myself and our Masala TV team. So next time you feel like cooking up something, you know where to come.
I will do it again.
Okay, yes, something different then. Think about it.
All right.
Okay, is there anything you would like to tell our viewers?
I want to say shukriya. United States loves Pakistan. We love Karachi, and we love Pakistani food. So Pakistan and American cuisine, zindabad.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. It was lovely to meet you. Thank you so much again. और इसी के साथ आप दीजिए मुझे और मेरी टीम को इजाज़त। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।